So, I've had a question. What size drive is this? Well, and I thought, well, are they related? I've had another question. We'll face that in a minute. Hold on, James. Let's do this question first. I had a question. So in my own mind, I didn't really know, but I thought, oh yeah, this and that was the same drive, but obviously not. So this is a bigger drive. This sits inside there. But there are different size drives. Although these two are made by the same firm, this is one size drive, this is another. So I referred to the Reliable. I'm not sure who actually made the Reliable. Is a trademark, but I don't know whether Ackles and Pollock made the Reliable set, or were they competition? I don't really know. But anyway, or did they own that firm? I don't know. But anyway, I can tell you this one, and I can't be metric, can it? The size is 25mm across from there to there. Is 20. I did think it was an inch. It's not. It's just over an inch, isn't it? Look, just over an inch across there. In metric, 30 millimeters, isn't it? 3 centimeters, about, So whether they were individually, each set had its own size, or they would, because we used to metric and they've standardized everything, and this was before metric. So did they standardize, or did each firm have its own little size for doing little jobs? Or is it just because now we've got a full range, haven't we? We can go all the way down to a little small size, number one, little which is driven around this one is driven around the outside. This one, look, it gets the hold of the outside of the, so when it comes up a bit, it grabs the outside and drives it from the outside. This set is driven from the inside. So what you do, hear my belly rumbling. This one, you drive from the outside, from the inside. Slots on the inside. This again is driven from the inside. Look, that slots over the top of there. Yeah, this is driven. So I think it's down to each individual set. So anyway, so that answers that as far as I can go, or as much as I know, you know what I mean, with these 3 sets, because I've only got these 3 sets. So James wants me to take this apart to have a look. I'm very reluctant, very reluctant to take the thing apart, in case there's a special tool to put it back in there. I really don't know. However, your request is my demand. Shall we risk taking this apart to have a look? No way is it a ratchet inside there. No way at all. By what I'm hearing and by what I'm feeling, that is not a ratchet in there. Almost spring. I don't know. Shall we have a look? James says, undo that circlip and pull it out and have a look. He's itching to know. He really does want to know. And I really don't. I want to know. And do you want to know? How the hell does that work? What are we going to do? I'd hate to take it apart and not be able to put it back together. Need a special tool to put it back together. But I don't suppose it would hurt taking that clip out and having a look, would it? To see what we can see. Yeah, your request is my demand. Yeah, let's put this away and let's proceed very carefully. So I've clamped it in the vise. I don't really want to do any marks or dinks or anything. It is what it is. Just protect it with some wood. Put it in the vise. I don't suppose it's going to do any harm taking that off. And maybe the cover, and we might just be able to see inside. So come on, let's be brave. Let's be brave and take the cover off. So we've got the ring, the snap ring to move. And we're just lifting it very gently indeed. So the first priority is to make sure this damn ring, first of all, doesn't snap and doesn't spring away. So we've got, this is coming off. There's this ring come off. It feels nice and loose. It feels really, ooh. Yeah, clicked into something then, didn't it? Yeah, come on. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Can we lift that up magnetically? Yeah, there's a big magnet here somewhere. I'm just wondering if we can pull that ring up via a magnet. Come on, my little beaut. Ah, it's got it, it's got it. It's got it. Just got the edge of it. There we are. Let's pull the ring. Pull the ring off. Wow. Wow. What are we looking at? Here we are, live and at the scene. Here we are, live and at the scene. Make sure that doesn't fall. What the hell are we looking at? Look at that. Oh, it's friction, isn't it? Can you see? It's like almost on a cam. So as you go that way, it runs within its space. The little ball bearing, the little piece of metal falls back into this space. You see this cam here? As that cam lifts, now lifts it, it jams it. But is that steel or is that material? You'd think it would lift and score, wouldn't you? So it's not a ratchet, but it's like a ratchet. There must be something else. Let's get a little pliers and let's see if we can pull one of these little rings out to see what it looks like. But anyway, we can sort of see it, can't we? How it's clever, isn't it? Clever. Yeah, look, and it jams up pretty quick. Jams up really pretty quick. I'm going to try and pull one of these little shafts out. Let's see if it makes a difference on the shape of the shaft. So you remember the dentist tools, don't you? This is where they're going to come in. We're just going to pinch one of them shafts out of there. Gently. It doesn't look like. Look at that. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Pretty simple. Let's the way it's working, you couldn't call that a ratchet, could you? It's very, very clever, isn't it? Very clever. Just wondering what this material is. This a material? Look, is that magnetic? What is that material on the outside? Look. Let's see if we can get a brighter light in there. So here we are. We've got a torch. What can you see? Looks like it's just metal, doesn't it? Look, it doesn't look like it's any sort of... Look, it's just metal. That's clever. That's maybe why it didn't last. There must be a lot of wear and tear on that. Do you think? Where the hell? Trying to... we are. Is that better? Sort of flash of light then. Here we are. Very, very clever, I must say. Change the... is that a better light? That's a better light. Look, can you see? Just metal. It's purely the way the cam, it lifts. It must be... it reminds me of a walking floor. Have you ever seen a walking floor? What happens with a walking floor is your floor's like this, and then as a whole this has traction. But how they make it move is they move this one and that one. Now it's got less traction, and then they move that one and that one. So it must be because there's quite a few of them. That traction, when it jams up to there, must be enough to jam it. Yeah. Wow. And we're one missing. We've took there, look. It's in place now. It's caused friction. Wow. Now, do you put oil in it or don't you? And we're one short, so one short must be enough to not stop it. Well, isn't that clever? This little pin, it's only this little pin. But has this pin got a right and a wrong way in it? Or is it because it's quite sticky, this? If you put oil in it, would it work? Or would it not work? Anyway, wow. Isn't that ingenious? Let's drop this back in now then, very carefully. Let's pop this in. Was that in the top or was that in the bottom? No, that looks like that was in the top. This was in the top, I think. Yeah. So here we go. Don't drop it. Feed it back in. Ooh, come on, shaky. Well, so now you know. So now you know. So let's put it back together and see if it's changed it. So with circlip pliers, as you can see, really this is only meant to work one way. This is to open one out. This is the same. It opens them out. So if you're going to buy a set of circlip pliers, try and get yourself a set of multi-use, multi-purpose. The little pin goes down the middle, look. Pushes down there, comes underneath, goes across, slips across there, look. So now we've got a squeeze and open. Yeah, squeeze and open. So what we're going to do now is we're going to swap that around, push the little spring. We're going to change this to the other side. And we're going to operate it from here. So now this is squeeze and shut. Yeah, so squeeze the handles together, it shuts it. Yeah, turn it around, put it back in, squeeze the handles together, and it opens it. So whenever you're going, if you're going shopping for a pair of circlip pliers, be aware there are sets that will work two ways for you. I think the little spring's missing there. Rather than, okay, these are good, but you need two pairs of these. You need an opening pair and a closing pair. So really you need 4 pairs, don't you, of these, but you only need 1 pair of this type. Yeah, just when you're going shopping, that's the way to do it. I like to always hold back and feel them snap in myself. Yeah, if you've got that option, hold back a bit and then push them in, because then you feel them snap in. And this is still working great. Well, well, well. So here we are, look. Isn't that clever? I don't know how much strain you'd want to give it, but it's not a ratchet then, is it? It's not a ratchet, it's just simply, there might be a name for that. It's the cam, isn't it? This is you could call this a cam ratchet thing. Clever, 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 clever. Don't know if it would be very durable, exactly, you know. And why would you want it quiet? But anyway, you know, it's just another way of thinking. It just shows you improvement. People, maybe somebody, one of the workers in the shed created this and told the firm, so, oh yeah, we'll try that. And whether it was a hit or whether it was a miss, who knows. But isn't it great? Some man in the shed would have been thinking about that, you know. Would have been thinking, actually, I can improve. Or maybe was that before the ratchet was arrived? Is that pre-ratcheting? What was between a solid spanner and a ratchet? That might have been, you know, because the tools is an evolution, isn't it? It's an evolutionary story, the tools are, aren't they? I'll try like to think here, we're collecting evolution.